Hello there. If you have problem with one thing in your life, you have problem with everything in your life. It's a very deep concept. Let's try to understand it with an example. Suppose you are stuck in a traffic, heavy traffic. You are sitting in the vehicle, whatever vehicle it is, and you are having problem at that moment with the traffic. Okay, you are frustrated, you are having problem, you are having anger from inside. That means at that point, at that moment in your life, you are having problem. Your life is made up of moments, and if at that point of time you are having problem with that thing, means you have problem with everything at that moment. Okay, that moment is everything for you. So many people are going to understand, those who are into self-development, with just this example, or by just hearing this, that if you have one problem in this world, you have problem with everything in this world. So when I read it in Frederick Dodson's book Levels of Energy, this one sentence was enough. But I know for many this one sentence is not enough. Okay, for many people this one sentence can be very enlightening. I felt really good after reading this sentence, and I thought I would be sharing this with my people. But I'll take it more further for you to understand more about this thing called problem. And after knowing this whole thing, maybe you won't be able to use the word problem in a way which you're using right now in your life. Okay, so let's get deep into it. So the other thing that you need to understand is that one area, if you have problem in your life, it may affect all the other areas of your life. So you have three areas in your life: wealth, health, and relationship. For example, if you are having some problems in the area of your wealth, it is going to affect your health, and it may definitely affect your relations also. You don't have much money, you are having problem with your wealth, definitely it is going to affect your health inside, outside, plus your relations also. Okay, see, if you have a problem in your health area, okay, if you're not healthy, you don't have that energy, you're not going to perform well in the wealth department, and it is going to affect your relationships also, right? Okay, let's see the last area, relationships. If you are having problem with relationships, it could be relationship with yourself, relationship with others, it is definitely going to affect your wealth, how you are performing there, and your health also, right? So one area, if you have problem, it may affect all the other areas of your life. All right, so let's go into the daily lives, how problem affects us. This is also very important to understand. So there are three categories which can affect us in day-to-day lives. Number one is people, number two is places, number three is situations. Okay, so let's see people. So in people, first of all, you deal with first things comes personal, right? So in personal, first foremost, there is a person whom we forget most often, is the self, your own self. Okay, you can have problem with yourself. You may not feel you are enough, you may not feel you are compatible, you may not feel that you are good looking. There are so many problems which a person can have with themselves. So you can have problem with your family members, you can have problem with your friends, you can have problems with society or something social in general. So this is on a very personal level. Okay, and problems happens in the official level also, in your office, in or whatever you are working. If you are home wife, maybe the problems, then again it is the problem of your family comes in. But if you're going to offices and or you have a business, you can face problems there, right? Problems comes when in your favorite politicians, okay, or the government, what government is doing, you may have problem with that, or the celebrities, what celebrities are doing, you may have problem with certain celebrity. Okay, etc, etc. So we get problem in these areas also. Okay, let's jump to the other area, that is places. You can have problem with places also, like there might be certain streets that you go and you face problems there. There might be certain areas in your city or you go that might be more problematic. There might be problem in certain bars. Okay, There may be problems in the situations, like I talked about traffic. Okay, so you might be facing this situation daily traffic. So these are the problems which you face in daily lives. But if you want to define your problems, why you're facing this problem, it's just a symptom of something more deeper. Okay, you can call your problems is equal to your weaknesses. All the problems that you face, most of them would turn out to be your weaknesses if you just study them. If you introspect yourself, you have to own it. You have to own it. All these problems that are happening, it is not just that I am a leaf flying in the wind. I am a living human being. So probably there are some weaknesses. There are some weaknesses from my side that are causing these problems. So I am going to give you a AAA formula right now to know this on a more detailed level, how to get the solution out of it, how to really know that the problem is caused from your side and probably it is your weakness. Let's see. First of all, the number one step is that you have to become aware. Okay, see, most of the people, if they have a problem in any area of life, for example wealth, they are not aware. They might have just accepted it the way it is. I'm healthy, I'm happy with whatever wealth I have, I'm satisfied, and probably they are having problems in their family. Maybe their family members don't agree to what that person is saying. Maybe they need more things for their self-development, for their growth, and the leader of the family might be satisfied, sufficient. Okay, so he is not aware or she is not aware of it. Maybe the health, maybe you are so fat right now or unhealthy, but you're not aware of it, and somebody tells you and you reflect upon it. Okay, I'm really getting fat right now. Okay, there is punch coming out, my belly fat is coming out. So the first thing is awareness. In relationships, you're not aware what are the things that are causing problems. Maybe you have just taken it as a part and parcel of life. Okay, the fight happens between me and my partner, or me and my family, or official fight. So the first thing is that you have to open yourself to the consciousness, to awareness. You have to become sensitive to it. What are the problems that are happening in my life, in my health, in my wealth, in my relationships, right? Second step is, once you become aware of it, okay, that I need to earn more money, or I need to become more fit, more healthy, or I need to make my relationship more better. The second step would be to acknowledge it, admit it, or accept it. That you have to acknowledge it. Okay, yeah, it's a reality that, you know, I am not doing well in my finances, I am not doing well in my relationships, and you have to admit it. See, that is a very, very important step. People don't admit it. They want to live in the dream world, but you have to see it as what it is. If you have problems in your wealth, in your relationship, in your health, you have to first acknowledge it, admit it, you have to own it. Okay, yeah, so these are my problems, and I accept them, that I need to work upon them. So once you do this second step, you acknowledge it, you admit it, you accept it, you own it completely, then we go to the third step, that is address them. Okay, address them is taking them to their address. Every problem's address, the final address is the solution. Okay, get to the solution. If it is health, address it and take some actions to make your health good. If it is your wealth, address it by taking actions. Okay, if it is a relationship, address it, take some action. If you want to take something to its address, you have to take action, you have to move it from point A to point B. So most important thing here is, very important word that you should not forget is action. Take actions for your whatever problem that you are facing right now. You take actions, you keep modifying your actions, and you are going to reach to point B. Every problem has got a solution. But coming on the second part of this third A is avoid. There are things that you may just be happy in avoiding. Okay, that could be the only solution, just avoiding. For example, let's see, there are people whom you are having problem with. Some people can be avoided. you know that you're not going to win over them, and it's not even worth your energy to win over them. It's better to avoid them for your own self growth. Okay, there is a saying that if you fight with a pig, it likes to get dirty, and you end up it getting dirty, and it enjoys, because pigs they like to get dirty, they like to roll in mud. Okay, and you on the other hand, you are getting dirty. Okay, so it's better to avoid at certain you have to avoid certain people, you have to avoid certain places, you have to avoid certain situations. Let's just get a little deep into it. You may like to avoid certain friends that are not beneficial in terms of your self-development and growth. They might be pulling you down by encouraging you to continue with your bad habits. There could be some social events, social things that must not be good for your personal development. So you have to prioritize where you can avoid, where you have to put your energy. You have to remember that you get only one day every day. Okay, and that one day you should be prioritizing that how much time I should be giving to myself, my family, then my friends, then society. Okay, and same with the official thing, wherever you can avoid stuff, quarrel, whatever the thing is worth avoiding is worth doing. Okay, so just avoid it altogether if it is not worth your time. All right, one more thing to avoid when it comes to people is something that you cannot do anything about. Area beyond control. Remember this ABC. If government, politics and celebrities, all these things are not under control, is no need to fight about them, argue about them, think about them. Okay, you're just wasting your mental energy, your physical energy. So you should be rather prioritizing your personal and your official, your health, your wealth, all these things. Don't waste your time here. But if you are into politics, if you are into government, if you are a celebrity, then that's a different thing altogether. Then you should prioritize your own things, your personal things, right? You should not get into the other side of the celebrity and other side of the government and stuff. Okay, so the thing here is which we should remember is ABC. We should not get into the ABC, area beyond control. What is our beyond our control at this moment of time? We should not be putting thoughts into it. But if it is something that you can contribute towards, if it is something that you can do something about, then definitely you should be doing it. But it should be connected to your development. It should be the betterment of the whole, of other people. It should not be just something that you, in the end, you realize that I just wasted my time over it, because time is the most precious commodity. You got to understand this. If you really want to develop yourself, you have to understand that time is the most precious commodity, and you just get one day every day. Okay, and you have to really audit your day, how you are going to spend your day. Okay, when we talk about avoidance, there are certain places that you should avoid. Like there are certain streets, you know that that street is not good, there something bad may happen, or you should avoid the very lonely areas, and especially if you are a girl, or going with your friends to some lonely areas where some mishap can happen, especially if you are a girl. Okay, so there are places that definitely you need to avoid. Okay, there could be certain bars which are known for becoming place of quarrel, so you should avoid those kind of places. All right, situations. For example, if traffic is where you are finding traffic a lot, if you can avoid that place, for example, you should avoid that kind of situation. On another note, how you address this, if we are talking about this traffic thing which we started here, see how we can use this AAA formula here. First, become aware that there is some problem here. Okay, just reacting is not enough. Okay, what you can do is you can become aware. Okay, yeah, I am getting frustrated and angry over this traffic, and I cannot avoid it. I have to come from this place every day. There is no other road out there, and then you have to acknowledge it, admit and accept it, and own it. Okay, I am reacting. All right, and what I can do is I can make good use of this time. I can maybe do some prayer, I can maybe do some affirmations, I can rather be thankful about that I am getting a car to sit on or a bike to sit on. There are good roads out there. It's compared that to the old times when going from point A to point B was so risky. There could be wild animals, there could be bandits out there, okay, thieves out there. So every day the society has grown so much that at least we have traffic, okay, at least we have the system. All right, so when you reflect on the positive side, you start feeling thankful, you start feeling happy. See, it is just a change of perception. The solution is always there, but we just don't look into it. We just make it habit of reacting every day. It's better to pause, to pause and to introspect and to become conscious that what I'm doing, why I am reacting every day. All right, so reaction is not good, and I think this is I think I have given you enough of a AAA formula, and if you put it in your everyday situations, use it in your everyday situations, you are definitely going to benefit from it. Become aware, accept it, own it, and take actions for it. All right, and if you can avoid it altogether. So in the end, I leave you with that you have to become the chooser. You have to choose in your life. You want to be a problem oriented person or a solution oriented person. So this shift happened in my life when I started saying that I cannot just keep calling problem. I am a solution oriented person. Okay, whatever problem is there, I know that I am not going to cry over that problem. I am going to find the solution out of that problem. This is how the mindset that you should be evolving to. Because being calling problem is just being a victim. Okay, just stopping at a problem is being a victim. Problem is a problem. You have to admit that problem is there, but just stopping it there and there is no solution out there. Okay, this problem always happens to me. You don't want to live as a victim in life. It is a very low energy thing. It is you're not going to be able to thrive and really live your life if you act like a victim. And it's just acting. Okay, once you become aware of it, you have to become victor. If you start becoming solution oriented, you start becoming a person full of action, you are going to become a victor of life. I see all this self-development. I would just say one thing: people fail to take actions in their areas of life. The only secret lies in just one single word, if I have to say, that is action. You take actions, and you are going to reach your goals. All right, you have to choose that you want to have a weak life, because remember again, every problem is your weakness. You have to own it this way, that every problem that I see, it might be my weakness. Okay, so you have to choose that you want to live a weak life or you want to live a peak life. I choose to live a peak life. I decided that I'm going to be getting at peak at every area of my life. May it be my health, may it be my wealth, may it be my relationships, and most importantly, relationship with myself. Not with other people, but first of all, it is relationship with myself. If I love myself, if I know myself, if I am cool with myself, I'm going to reflect very good vibrations, very good energy. That is going to help me communicate better with other people also. Okay, make that is going to help me make good relationship with other people also. It's very important to listen to this. But if I'm just about trying to build relationship with other self and ignoring myself, relationship with myself, and I'm just trying to make everybody happy, but inside I don't have good relationship with myself, I'm not happy about myself, I don't love myself, I don't feel that I am enough, what is going to happen? That negative energy is going to reflect, and with others it is going to create problem in the communications, because people are not going to like it. Okay, and it's not about liking of other people, it is about you. Okay, master yourself, develop yourself, find the inner powers of yourself, awaken them, and that is what all self development is all about. Okay, so I have decided to be peak in every area of my life. You also make this commitment, you also make this decision, and just for that I have named my brand as Peak Living System. Okay, so it's a system where we can learn to live at our peak, where we can learn as a system to get into the peak of every area of your life. So I would request you to join this platform as a part of a community. Okay, and if you can share to other people whom you know that they are going to appreciate this kind of stuff, please do it. Thank you very much.